Well, I'm a husband of 29 years, a father of two, which one of my child works with us here in the brokerage. I've purchased a property with my partner, the one that we're in, that had apartments upstairs and retail aspect on the main floor, and I oversaw the renovation. So I can say I'm a project manager. I've worked on many projects such as that. We both had this dream of owning our own local cafe, and we said, what the hell, let's do it. We started the process, and the more important one is we have our brokerage here, and it's a beautiful office. And lastly, I'm obviously a realtor, a broker of record, and I mainly focus on end user home myself personally. I see homes too, end user homes, as an investment property for themselves. People always want their home to be valuable. It's about numbers, but I like to take that personal touch. To be successful in this industry, you need to hear what your client needs, and you need to show them what suits them, not what suits me or what suits a quick sale. And that's where I get my high, is helping people find their home. It is a good synergy between end user homes and investments, because most of the Toronto homes are old, so there's going to be renovations required. These hands don't fix it, but we have the connections with the right trades, and I know what is going to be required, and I can help with a step-by-step process of that. At the same time, nowadays the Toronto market is expensive, so majority of buyers are looking for something where they can call home, but at the same time have some assistance in like renting out the basement and how to make it into a basement apartment. Becoming a project manager, you got to have a little bit of cuckoo-ness in your head, because you're literally taking on the responsibility of the trades, getting this project on time, and dealing with a lot of situations that happen that can put you back. The garden suite that we're working on, we had a little hiccup with the plans. That's been a delay. So now I have to monitor the client, his expectations, and the reality of life with delays in getting permits and all that stuff. And you gotta be a great problem solver. When we were building out the Oakwood property right here, we came across issues that could have been financially detrimental to a person. You put on your thinking cap, you work with the people around you, the inspectors and all there. Although they're doing their job, they're here to help you as well. And if you handle the situation right, you can come out with a suitable answer to the problem that's good for everyone and makes it safe for everyone as well. Remembering an old project that I did is the Alcina townhouse projects. Where I was younger, I was starting, and the seller had hired an agent that was popular, and it was 8 townhomes, and he couldn't sell them. But I went in there, I looked at the project, I saw how they were building it, I believed in it. And when you believe in the project, you can sell the project because you honestly think it's a great project. I spoke to the seller who was gonna axe the deal, and I said, listen, give it to me. You deal with me and we'll figure this out. I can sell it. And prior to me having that conversation, out of the 8, we had sold 1. But when I took the lead, the other 7 were sold within 2 weeks. The other guys were trying for at least a year to sell them. If you learn your product and you believe in it, you can relay that to the buyer, and you can exude the confidence in it. It's not selling them, it's really educating them, letting them know what they're paying for and what they're getting. Recently, as the market was going down, I had a client reach out and they wanted to sell their house. They wanted a certain price, and we were on the market for 90 days and we just couldn't achieve it. So we mentioned their options, which is either bring it down, which they didn't want it, or the other option is have a family member buy it out, which will be better for their child in the long run, rather than buying out a small 1-bedroom condo after they sell it. In the long run, that would be best for them. Now that means no money in my pocket, but in the long run, I personally care what's best for them. For them, it wasn't a financial, I have to sell it. If we can sell it at this price, that's best for you. We tried it, it didn't work. So the best now is, instead of finding a smaller condo, sell the property to your daughter, have her live in it, make a basement apartment where she can create income to help support carrying a house in Toronto, because it's not cheap. When I started my own brokerage back in 2005, because I wanted to focus on my client, what I did back then, and it was slightly easier to do, is I got my mortgage broker's license as well. So I had my broker of record, my realtor license, and my mortgage broker. The reason why I got the mortgage broker wasn't because I didn't know if I love real estate. The mortgage broker I got because I had the capability of buying down the interest for my clients and saving them money. You know, I could have made an extra $2,000 in my pocket, but no, that I paid down the interest rate, rewarded the clients, made them happier, cheaper interest rates at those times. I guess I have this drive of entrepreneurship in me naturally. When I was 18 and I lived in Mississauga, there were no ice cream trucks. Being of Greek background, back in those days when I was 18, a lot of Greek people had ice cream trucks in Toronto. They were making good money just for working the summer season. So I was thinking, how do we get this into Mississauga? So at 18 years old, I set up a presentation in front of the city council there, and I, as an 18 years old, had to present in front of the city lawyers. I think there was like 3 or 4 of them there, all the councilors, and they were asking me questions. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way I wanted to, but Mississauga allows ice cream trucks. 2 years later, I planted the seed. I love barbecuing, and I think my family and circle of friends know that. Everybody who follows me on Instagram sees my barbecuing, and it's creativity. It's in getting it down perfect. I like to grill the meat. I like the steaks. I like the pork chops. I like the Greek food, the souvlaki, everything that's required to do in grilling. I like to attempt it at least once, and then I like to perfect it. And that's how I see real estate too. I like being around people. It's how can I help them more, and I'll continue trying to perfect what I did wrong, because no one's perfect. It's endless, and that's what I like about it. And it kind of shows a little bit too that I don't like it. My goal was to buy a triplex as my first house. Live in one, rent the rest, bear with it for 5 years being a landlord and with your tenants living above you, and then from there the equity help you buy your end house. In the long run, if you have the stomach to handle buying something a little bit more expensive, but will have income to help you grow the equity and carry the property, which will be in the long run less burden to you, I think it's best. I do have Facebook, I do have Instagram, at Nick Vrysellas is my personal one, or elevate_Nick Vrysellas is the real estate stuff. If you want to see the barbecue, you have to come to my personal one. So if you're ever in the Oakwood and St. Clair area, come on by to Cafe Vaki, have a coffee on me, and let's chat real estate mainly, but anything you want, come and have a coffee on me.